Hi, I'm Ken Danjanovich, your host of this edition of Sportsmans News Television. I'm on the banks of the North Platte River in the wilderness area to do a little float trip today with Brush Creek Ranch, one of the top-rated resort and spas of this type in all of the world. We're expecting to catch plenty of great rainbow and brown trout today, and during our stay here we're going to be hopefully fishing some of their stillwater ponds as well as the Encampment River, which has some great fish on it as well. So, boy, I know you're going to enjoy this edition of Sportsmans News Television. Chad LaChance, our fishful thinker, will also be joining me on this trip, and so between the two of us, we're going to put on a good show for you today. Well, as you can see, we got a little dusting of snow late yesterday afternoon and evening, and we're here in the Saratoga area of Wyoming at the Brush Creek Ranch. And today we're going to be fishing on the Encampment River. And Chad LaChance from the Fishful Thinker will be joining me on this day. And as you know, a lot of precipitation in this area this winter, and so we're hoping that the water clarity and the conditions are right for us to get some great fish today here at the Sportsman's News in Saratoga, Wyoming with Brush Creek Ranch.
Dude, well, actually, water's a lot clearer than it looks. When you walk down there and look at it, it's quite a bit clearer than it looked. This is gonna be good. There's one. There's a fish right there. All right, I'm gonna pull him to you right here, Matt. Right there, we got him. All right, got him. Yes, sir. And guys, there you go. That's about as pretty of a fish as you're gonna get right there, huh? That's a good looking. You say there's lots of them that size in here?
Yeah, that's actually a little less than average.
Less than average. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let him go here, right here, guys, real quick. And yeah, that's a good looking fish, guys. And the Encampment River here, and this is just one of our options, then we're a couple hundred yards into our options, so we're off to a good start, bud. Give me some right off the bat. We'll take that. Good call. Called the seam, whole 9 yards. That'll work out just fine, bud. That's funny that this temperature of water, trout are durable as they're ever gonna get too.
A bit of brown.
Yep. Got him with the jelly bean on the back. Beautiful. Now you say the river's predominantly browns with some rainbows in here?
A good mix of both.
Let's talk a little bit about your facility, because the fact that it's an actual working ranch has a lot to do with all the activities. I mean, there was running of the horses this morning. Somebody said 130 horses running behind the lodge. Nope, that was the bottom. So, you know, you run horses, there's cattle, big game hunting. horseback riding, all sorts of activities. A climbing wall, it looked like.
Yeah, we've got a new ropes course, big aerial.
A ropes course. We got to check that out.
We've got paintball,
Paint. We definitely got to check that out.
archery.
Really?
Yeah, and when I say archery, it's not like your long bow and bullseye target. It's a full on. We're shooting pound bows.
And you have all the equipment and everything.
Side, yeah, we can outfit anybody head to toe, any activity they want.
Unbelievable.
We have hiking and mountain biking, yoga.
We will not be checking out your yoga. My wife would check out your yoga and be psyched. And then, I mean, really, we should, jokes aside, there's a full-on spa, right? No,
Yeah.
that's that bottom right there. Got it?
Award-winning spa, Condé Nast voted it #1.
Well, a guest at your lodge last night that I was talking to over the dinner was talking about that he runs day spas for a living and how fantastic your spa was. And yeah, every part of me says, well, we usually need to be on the bank. We need to be on the bank. And then you keep telling me no, and you are correct. And right there, we got him. All right, beautiful little brownie here. I'm gonna bring him on this side here, guys. Get him back in the drink. And get my hands wet, and we'll get this fly, little barbless pink worm out of here. And you're right, the pink worms are hatching good. Another beautiful fish, and that seems to be a lot of that size in here, huh? Whole bunch of those. Here you go, buddy. Beautiful. Now if I can just keep the big ones pinned, we'll be doing good. What's the biggest fish you've ever had a client land on one of your properties here?
About 24, 25 inches.
That's a good one. Well, you know, if you're going to ballyhoo one, you might as well. Now, see, that's teamwork right there. When you get that, no wonder he felt big. You hooked him in the back. Get him back in the drink right here. Oh, bud, he is all kinds of tangled up. All right. There's another one. The color on these things is absolutely beautiful on all these wild trout. And you don't supplement trout in the river, but the ponds on the property are supplemented. And so a guy that wants to learn to fly fish can go hit those first, and then he can come out here and float in the river and deal with some of these wild fish that are a little spunkier, let's just say. Right. So this is where I set up real hard, right? But dude, brown trout go together with bridges like no other. Here, get out of my line, and come on back right there, bud. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Okay, keep him in the drink for a minute until we get him unhooked. And he chased that thing up again. Oh, he's unhooked in the net. Okay, ready? Stay there with the net, and there's another beautiful rainbow. Look at that. How nice, guys, right? Beautiful fish. Here you go, buddy. Look how clear the water is too. Now that's 3 bites, 2 that I've caught as I lifted the fly up off the bottom. And we always talk about pattern fishing, you know, they're wanting a little bit of motion on that little rubber fly, and it seems to match the fish real nice too. I think that's part of your deal, bud, is your fly matches your fish, and that's like accessorizing.
Like that.
Awesome. That drift. That's why I like that drift. Come on. I got it. Yep, thank you. Come here, buddy. There you go. He did eat the bug, didn't he? And he's off in the net. Not very. So that's next. Still got a little par mark on him. See that? A little bit of color to him. There you go, bud. Little par marks on him still. As wild as they get. He was probably born right here somewhere. How old do you have any idea? Have you talked to biologists how old those fish are or what they're?
Yes, that's a 2-year-old.
2-year-old. Okay, that I would believe that.
Well, a great day on the water today here on the Encampment River. Just barely finished about a 7-8 mile float, and finished up here, gets past the confluence of with the North Platte. So the water clarity here isn't quite as good as what we fished most of the day today. Tomorrow we'll be fishing an upper stretch through the canyon area, about 20 miles of the North Platte. And so we're throwing a lot of streamers, and hopefully in the afternoon we'll maybe get some hatches coming off, and maybe get some dry fly action too. But great day today, brown trout, rainbow trout. Now we're gonna head back to the lodge and have a great meal again tonight here with Brush Creek Ranch.
So it seems like we got a two-legged approach right here. A lot of light water and stuff, and flows right now are what? How high? 1,300. 1,300. Don't tell my wife. All right, let's take a look at this North Platte Special right here. Huh? That's what they're supposed to look like right there. Stream readers. Mwah! Smooch on the back. He's a nice one. Oh my God, I can't quite reach him. What was that? Booyah! Huh? I got you something. In case you're wondering why you should come to Wyoming and fish at Brush Creek Lodge, this is a good reason right here. This guy can fish. Good streamer, bud. That is a pretty rainbow trout right there. He's missing a pectoral fin on this side, but look at the colors on that. And he's all spawned out. We're gonna be quick about him. Here you go, buddy. See ya. Right on that seam, dude. That is textbook fly fishing right there. That is good action. There is no shortage of them. Do you have any idea what the actual trout count numbers are in the river here?
On the upper North Platte, I believe it's somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 fish a mile.
I think we caught them all too.
Well, Chad, pretty good way to end the day here on the North Platte River.
Yeah, not so bad. I mean, Brush Creek Ranch, what can you say? Fish like this all day long, early and often. That's hard to argue with.
Yeah, we've been throwing a lot of streamers this afternoon, and just barely changed to some big stuff here on the last couple mile stretch back to the takeout. But boy, if you're looking for a great adventure, Brush Creek Ranch here has it all. Now we're here on the fishing side of things on this great adventure. Watch for this one to be included next year in our Platinum Approved Outfitters Pro Membership Sweepstakes. And we're also in negotiations for a big game hunt of either mule deer or a great population of elk here as well on their property. Almost 30,000 acres here just outside of Saratoga, Wyoming. So, boy, Chad, I know that you've had a great time. I've had a great time.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here.
Everything.
And thank you for joining us on this edition of Sportsman's News Television.